So could you just, I know it's probably hard to do in a few sentences, but could you give us like an overview of what the foundation is?
The foundation was created, or it started 23 years ago, and the mission is maintain the kids in the education in school. But be working on that, a lot of facts are involved of this, because in poor communities are so many facts that put the kids in the situation that can be exploited, for worker or for others situations. The foundation focus in this mission to protect them and maintain and to protect their rights to be, in all these necessities and have time for being kids.
Yeah.
In the healthy way.
Yeah. And so I visited this foundation just this last week, so I got to see it personally. And maybe the things I would describe are that they feed the kids every day, and they also teach them about nutrition, but then they also teach the parents about nutrition, and they published a book with a bunch of recipes in it.
Yes.
And this is kind of like the depth that your foundation goes in each of the kind of different pillars. So you have like the education, you have emotional and social development, you have citizenship, all these different pillars that you use. And just the level of depth that the foundation goes in the community is impressive. And the community is a rough place, basically.
Yes.
There's
the
poverty.
idea is working in this holistic way, where is education, where is also the awareness of the environment, take care and have this, developing the kids these skills to be a leader, community leader, and empower of this role and model for the other kids.
Yep.
And the holistic is like you mentioned, many topics that are really the fact that put it together, that create healthy life and opportunities for them.
I'm just gonna make very, very sure that I put record on this. I think it. So, can you tell me a little bit about the current internet access options that these kids have?
Yeah, this is a really strong and difficult topic in this area in poor communities, because especially now after the pandemic, a lot of around the world we realize that it's so important that is the technology and the internet, because connecting people and give opportunities for many schools, job, all of these things. And the kids for this area, for these communities, doesn't have this opportunity to be to have devices or technology.
And just practically speaking, are there any internet shops that kids can pay for a few minutes to access a computer, or
what the foundation
do they share phones,
do
or?
is in our installation location,
Okay.
we have internet. This could be one of the contrapartida of the foundation can provide,
Okay.
to guarantee the internet. And also in our program is part of to give the kids the opportunity to have, it will confine devices for them.
Sure.
Is to maintain this internet for month to month until they finish the school or finish the technology career.
Do you imagine sending these devices like home with kids, basically, the computers or phones?
This will be just for the older one.
Okay.
The younger one, going to how I picture this project is that they have this opportunity in the foundation, a lab or a room where all the devices are, and they are open during the week to go there and have to do the homework, and also have one person to help them how to interaction with the device, because they don't know, they don't have this, because they don't have at home, they don't have in the school, because
Sure.
Public schools also in Colombia have really small possibility to have this, because it's This is the reality here.
Yeah. And, you know, when I visited the foundation, you prohibited me from carrying my phone, and I didn't listen. And then when you noticed, you made me turn around and go back and put it in the car. And so I'm just wondering, like, are you not worried that giving them to people might result in, I mean, you mentioned like they could be stolen or just like sold by somebody to get some fast money.
Yeah, this is what is the reason is better also, or one of the reasons to give better to the oldest one and not to the youngest ones. And the oldest one, they already develop skills to navigating in this.
So they know where not to put things and who not to tell and all that stuff. Okay.
This kind of things.
That makes sense.
And they are older enough to do that.
Sure.
And the other that I want to sharing with you and with the people that can see this video is in 23 years, even we are in this poor area, we never have no one unsafe situation that robs all the time. It's like the community take care of the foundation. And even if it's difficult situations around and sometimes unsafe in some aspect, in the foundation didn't happen nothing. I think they see we are doing something good for them.
Yeah.
To help the community and to respect also. We respect them.
Sure. Yep, absolutely. How many devices did we set as our goal?
We have 150 kids, you know.
Yeah. So that's our target, right? 150.
It's our target, yes. To have this possibility.
Just to have that aspirational side. Based on the response that I've gotten before actually putting this out on actual UMA channels, people are responding to it. I think it's just like if you have one of these computers or phones sitting around, it's just such a waste to recycle it or throw it away. And I have them, I think I still have an old laptop that I'll eventually bring here. But if you're already coming to DevCon, you're already coming to Bogota, it's just like such an obvious win for everybody. So that's the cool part about it. So I think 150 is within the realm of possibility.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that part's really cool. And so there's going to be instructions that I'll post right here, but basically you'll deliver the devices to UMA at the DevCon conference at the UMA booth. You can read the instructions. There's other options. A few more questions though. What else could people bring with them, do you think? I asked you about this yesterday, and we didn't come up with what I thought were great ideas yet. The other idea I had was like video games consoles, if they have them, or like projectors, or just like audio-visual equipment if people have that stuff laying around that they don't want. But
of course, for the foundation is necessary for interaction with the kids. Yeah, video being would be great, and also, I would love to send pictures, put it on the web page of the foundation, but we cannot bring big cameras there. Need to be small that is not really very
obvious,
obvious, and just to go around to the places and visit the family and the community and take some pictures for the people see the reality of this.
I see.
But not the big one that is, And
so you need something that's not a phone, basically.
A phone, basically. It's
you want like a spy camera
in
your button so you can spy on people.
But it's something small that doesn't look like it's fancy.
Or what about a GoPro on your head, like a backpacker, zipline backpacker? Okay, that's interesting.
This could be for me the more important is that it started this connection with the foundation, that they feel here in Colombia also is an option to visit the foundation if they want and have this interaction. The kids feel so special and important when they receive visited. And it's also open this option.
I asked Nury the other day about like when we visited, it seems like a lot of work to have a visitor come and like she was thanking me and I don't really understand why, right? Like I hung out with the kids for a while, right? and she just explained like kind of what it signals to the kids when you do something like this, and it basically shows them that there are people out there who care about them, shows them that the universe can be like nice and giving and supportive, and
Yes.
and the thing that I notice about your foundation is really the consistency of it, right? I mean, for the 23 years, there have been kids that are from day one until now have been able to rely on your foundation for these different domains of their life, right? Like, you don't adopt them, and this isn't a boarding house. Like, they still have to live in the community, but they're able to count on these different pillars that you offer, and that's really special. I think.
Thank you. I think it's a teamwork. You know, the community welcome us in an amazing way, but also the kids give a lot, and they are going every day. This is something that say a lot to us. How is our work? Because if you don't feel good in one place, you don't go. You know, it's no possibilities to force. And also the teamwork is very commitment. The donators are create this possibility for the kids, and this is what I call, I don't know how to say in English, but it's kind of shape of love, that everybody put a little bit and create a big difference for their life. I'm really grateful for all the pieces in this.
Yeah,
Also.
it's really nice. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, and thank you the people that is connecting. Yeah, thank you in the name of the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.